Andy Spalding here, University of Richmond School of Law. The Brazilian Senate has voted to move forward with impeachment proceedings against President Dilma. That means that under Brazilian law, she is required to step down for the duration of her trial, and she has been effectively removed from office. Now that alone is not unprecedented. What's unique about this is the way these corruption allegations came to light. Normally, corruption charges are used by political enemies to bring down their rivals. We see this in China to a great degree today. What's going on in Brazil right now is different than that. Remember that Dilma is not being impeached because of her alleged involvement in the Petrobras investigation. That's not what's going on here. This is about some accounting improprieties that she allegedly engaged in to hide the extent of the federal deficit that she was running. Now that seems like kind of a nuts and bolts point, except that it's important that these accounting improprieties were disclosed by Brazil's Federal Auditing Court. And this auditing court, called the TCU, was historically regarded as a fairly political branch that was loyal to the president. It's composed of two groups of people: the ministers, who are politically appointed and who are in charge, and then the auditors, who are non-political personnel. The auditors were fairly highly respected. The ministers were thought to be political yes men. But in this case, remarkably, when the auditors detected the accounting fraud in President Dilma's accounting, they brought it to the ministers and were able to convince the ministers that they had to take action. They could not look the other way. They could not cover this up. And that began the series of events which has resulted in her removal recently from office. And so, even though that may seem a minor procedural point, it actually is a powerful indication of changes that are taking place right now in Brazil, culturally, legally, institutionally. Bodies that are formally charged with detecting fraud, that have historically not done their job, are today doing their job to a remarkable degree. Brazil is a changing place, and we will continue to talk about those changes in these videos and in our ebook.